Welcome back to the channel, guys. Welcome back to another video. So, I'm sure most of y'all are not surprised. Micah Parsons wants a trade. Now, could this be a tactic to try to get Jerry and Steven to be more serious and to get this done? Possibly. Or could it just be he's had enough and wants out? Very possible. So, I said last year, year before, go ahead. The year before that, I said, get rid of Dak. His contract's up. Get rid of McCarthy. Let's wait another year. It'll be magical. Yeah. Great job. You messed up with Dak twice. You messed up with CD. Drugged that out. Osa Odigizua, you got done. Jake Ferguson, you got done. Trayvon Diggs, you lost. You lost that negotiation. You lose every negotiation. You're not masterminds at negotiating. Clearly. Your hard line's about as hard as self-serve ice cream. Now, if you don't want him there or don't want to pay him, trade him. Grant his request and trade him. There's no point in having a disgruntled player who feels like you've just drugged this out when he's given everything to be a Cowboy and wanted to be a Cowboy. Tried to negotiate with you all last year, you bunch of clowns. And you're like, no, we're not interested. We're going to save ourselves some money. Catboy, Stephen Jones. We're going to save so much money. No, Timmy. Off South Park. Timmy. No. You screwed yourselves again. You painted yourself in a corner you knew you had no chance of getting out of, and you knew the public's not on your side. It's different when you're winning Super Bowls. In the 90s, when we were winning with Troy Aikman, Emmitt Smith, Michael Irvin, Mike Stepnowski, the center, Jack Del Rio at linebacker, James Washington, the safety, Darren Woodson, Jay Novacek, Nate Newton, Leon Lett, so on and so forth. Larry Allen, all those greats. Deion Sanders in the second half of it. Charles Haley. Maybe you get players at a discount because they want the chance to win a championship. That hasn't been that way here in 20-something years, 30 years. It's not since 1996. 4 playoff wins since 1996. 4. 2 under Romo, 2 under Dak. And then between you had Clint Stoyner, Drew Henson, Chad Hutchinson, Quincy Carter, Brad Johnson, Drew Bledsoe at the end of his career. Should have had him paid last year. You could have been paying him 28, 30, 32 million. Now you're going to be paying him upwards of 50 million. And is he going to give you everything? Or is he going to say, you know what? Screw it. If you're going to trade him, don't pull a Amari Cooper trade where you try to make him seem worthless. For the love of God, you screwed yourself on that one big time. Gave up a first for Amari. Then, you got a 5th round pick when he was worth at least a second? Idiots. And this is why I don't buy Cowboys jerseys. Because you don't know who's going to be around long enough. Because Jerry's senile. He's got the advanced stages of Sanoa. Like in Happy Gilmore. At this point, you might as well cut the cord and trade him. Get a first this year, a first next year, a second, and if you can, a third. Get all you can get out of him and start rebuilding this defense. If Donovan Ezekara works out this year, that'd be great. Then you draft Will Helt next year or something. But it would have been nice to have those two and Micah. Because Sam Williams is up. You got other guys that are just guys. We know what this defense is without Micah. And we know what it is with Micah Parsons. Obviously, I wouldn't trade him to an NFC team. I really wouldn't want to trade him at all. Because you trade him to the Chiefs or the Bills or something like that, or the Ravens or one of them teams, you're screwed. You're not winning a Super Bowl. If you get to the Super Bowl, he'll make sure you lose. But we're convinced Joe Milton's the second coming of Jesus. The same dude that couldn't beat out Hendon Hooker at Tennessee. Give Jake Ferguson an extension, which is fine. But Jake Ferguson had down year last year. Even when Micah was hurt 6 games, he still had a good year. This is a guy doesn't complain, doesn't get into issues off the field. Didn't say anything about y'all. Didn't complain. Let y'all try to handle it. And look what happened. And then you're going to try to say he's the bad guy. I told you, idiot asses, you should have paid him. Last summer. Get it done. Be done with it. But get that out of the way. No, we can't do that. We're too smart. We're too smart. This is the same bunch of ass clowns that drafted Taco Charlton over TJ Watt. How's that working for you? How's Luke Schoonmaker working for you? Tristan Hill all these years ago. The defensive tackle at Florida State. How's that working for you? What's the last real successful second round pick you even had? Oh yeah, DeMarcus Lawrence. He's gone. So now you don't even have him. That's why I ain't bought a Dak jersey or no jersey, because when I buy it, I'm just enabling Jerry to keep doing his dumb shit. Every time I buy something, I was enabling him to do what he wanted to do. The more you all started just stop watching, stop buying, stop going to the games and all that, start affecting his pockets, you'd see, maybe you see something change. But, and I don't know if it's going to get any better or if it's going to be worse with Steven. I thought it was going to be better back in 2014 when they took Zach Martin, because I was scared to death they were going to take Johnny Football. Johnny Manziel. Because Jerry liked him some Johnny. I said, well, here we go. We're going to get him that with a quarterback. Now, in hindsight, who knows? Maybe that would have helped Manziel, because he would have had to sit behind Romo. Maybe he could learn. Maybe he would have been something. Maybe. But we got Zach Martin. Wasted his career. You waited to pay Tyron Smith, Travis Frederick, Lowell Collins, Ron Leary, let him go. You waited to pay Terrence Steele. They just love overpaying, man. Then you got the opposite. You got the Eagles, Harry Roseman. Go ahead and get them paid first. Get them done. Carson Wentz, Jalen Hurts, whatever. They're great players. Get them done now. If we have to trade them or do whatever, we do what we got to do. Let's trade for this player. Let's get that player. Let's get that. And look, they've been to 2 Super Bowls and won 1. And they've been to 3 in the last 10 years. 8 years. Won 2, lost 1. They've been to some NFC championships and some playoff divisional rounds. Cowboys, they get to the divisional round and get bounced. Just like 2009. You saw Doug Free was a weak point at left tackle. Got dry humped on and off the field by Jared Allen. He's still dry humping him up and down the field in the divisional round after we beat the Eagles 3 times. And what do you do in 2010? You put him at left tackle starting. And then Romo gets hurt. Get rid of Flozo Adams too early. And don't draft appropriately. That same thing happened with Dak this time with the offensive line. And then blame Dak and Zeke. You could have paid him early and been done. Security extensions. Do business your way, but you do it your way and you lose every time. So I don't know what's going to happen with Micah. And here I thought at some point maybe, hey, they get Micah done, and maybe we go get Trey Hendrickson and really have something. Nope. Can't get Micah done. Got to drag it all the way. We're halfway through training camp now. Almost. Started training camp and still ain't got it done. And now it looks like it's falling apart. And everybody's like, oh my God. Hey, I thought it was going to get done. It looked like it was. Jerry, you got me again. You fooled me again. You dumbass. You jackass. Jackass. I mean, that's what he is, a complete jackass. I don't know, I'm going to have fun. Another team besides Dallas to root for that's competent. Has competent ownership, competent management, competent coaching. And the sad thing is, Brian Schottenheimer could be a diamond in the rough. And you'll never know. Because he's being coached by Jerry. Micah wanted to play for him. Micah did all that for him. He sees something in him. The player sees something in him. They don't do that for just anybody. But you'll never know because he's going to be hamstrung by Jerry Jones. Just like Jason Garrett. Just like Wade Phillips. And that's why you could only keep Bill Parcells for 3 years. And I was this close to getting a Ferguson and Parsons jersey. And I said, no, I better wait. Glad I did, because Parsons might not be on his team. There's a good chance. Now again, this could be negotiating. But it doesn't look good. And it looks, no matter what happens, it looks so stupid. It makes us look incompetent. Makes us look silly. Makes us look stupid. It makes us as fans look dumb for supporting this. Ain't bad enough you got TJ Bass starting at right tackle. Now you're bringing back Lyle Collins. That's fine. Should have had Micah paid by now. If Zekarud goes down, then what are you going to do? Sam Williams in the guarantee. He's been hurt. Marshawn Nealon got hurt last year. I don't know, man. I don't know. I have liked the Broncos for a while. And after they got Sean Payton, I like them even more. They got a real GM, a manager. I don't know. I might root for the Broncos That's another team. I've always liked them. Didn't really love Peyton Forehead going there, but yeah, I get it. You gotta do what you gotta do. John Elway was a horrible decision, but at least they learned from their mistakes. And now they've rebuilt and they're on the upswing. They paid the receiver, they pay their guys, and if they don't want to pay them, they just trade them or do whatever. At least they get stuff done and don't look completely stupid. We just do the dumbest shit. Superstar. You got generational talent here. A guy that's like a Lawrence Taylor, a Charles Haley, Brandon Graham, really good pass rusher. Chris Jones, that type of person that is that big an impact on the game. And you're haggling. You're haggling, wanting to get him what? And he was a first-round pick. So you knew he was talented. And you're haggling what? To get him at a cheap price? What do you want him to be paid? $5 million a year? $1 million? When guys that are older than him, several years older than him, and the downside of their career are making twice, 3 times as much? And he's only 26? You want to pay paid what, veteran minimum? I don't get it here. I don't get it what the play is here. The play is L. You lose. If you sign him, you lose because you're going to pay him more than any other player. If you lose him, you lose because you don't have anybody that can take his place. And even if you do, they might be going next year. Everybody's shocked. This is business as usual. If you're a Cowboys fan and you've been a fan of this team as long as I have, guys like Mark Holmes, Law Nation, it's par for the course. And you hate to say it, but you wonder why people dog on the Cowboys. Stupid shit like this. The absolute dumbest thing you could do. We do it. We're going to win these negotiations. You lost with Dak twice. You've lost with everybody. DeMarcus Ware. That debacle. One of the greatest linebackers you had. That's another pass rusher. DeMarcus Ware, you waited on that one. You overpaid, and then you got rid of him a year later. It's like, seriously? A year or two later, he's gone to the Broncos and then won the Super Bowl. Thank God he went there because he wasn't winning one in Dallas. DeMarcus Lawrence, you wait till the last minute, pay him, overpay him. He starts getting hurt. Sean May, Leighton Vander Esch, Jalen Smith. You've lost just about every damn negotiation you've ever tried to negotiate here. And this team's got a good young structure for the most part. But we need to get younger at backup quarterback in case that goes down. Joe Milton's not the answer. I'm telling y'all, mark my words, if Dak goes down, you're going to see how much Joe Milton's going to struggle. Might take him a few games. He might be good for a couple games. But then you're going to see it all unravel. It's just not there, and he's already 25, going on 26. And he's been playing quarterback for a while. In college, wasn't successful. I'm sorry, I don't see it. I don't see Josh Allen. I see Josh Allen when he was 20. 19, 20. And this guy's already almost 26. That's not good. A few more years, you're going to be 30. And you know Will Greer ain't the answer. He's not even a good backup plan, in my opinion. But that's where we're at. Anyway, guys, let me know what you think's going to happen. I'm not sure. I could see it going either way. But it just sucks. We're the laughing stock in the NFL, and this is why. Like the video, like, subscribe, comment, share, notifications. Once we hit 100 doing a free giveaway. If you hate me because I speak truth about the Cowboys, oh, you're just not a Cowboy fan. No, you're just stupid. You think something's going to change. You think we're going to win a Super Bowl. And I've bought the cheese a couple times. I'm not doing it no more. Not until Jerry's out and Steven's out. I'm not seeing it. You could have a Joe Gibbs team from the 90s or 80s. Jimmy Johnson team. And it just, Jerry now, you ain't going to, it's all about him. All about him. All about him. So, love y'all. Catch you on the next one.